I am going to run you through the best infrastructure for you to use to send pretty much as many cold emails as you want without getting banned, without spending thousands and thousands of pounds or dollars a month on your tech stack. I'm going to show you the most cost-effective way to do it, the best way to do it. Let's get into it. It's really simple. The approach that we've got, I'm going to walk you through each of these. If you want, just take them and look at it in your own time. I'm going to walk you through and show you exactly how we're doing it, so you can not just use the tools, but most importantly, use the exact strategies that we're using as well. So first things first, in terms of lead generation, I use two main platforms to get the leads. The first is Apollo. Most of you would have known about Apollo. Apollo is really, really easy to use. I'm not going to give you a full tutorial today, but with Apollo, again, most of you probably know about it, but I've created a little search here. This is for, what's this for? This is for home security automation leads, just as an example, okay? So essentially what I've done is I've come in, I've typed the job titles that I want, I've typed the locations that I'm after, I've typed the number of employees that I'm after, and what it's done is it went ahead and basically created a search of all of the different businesses that meet this criteria, and with these keywords that I've got and that I've listed. So this is pretty much everything to do with security and home automation, and then it also excluding some certain keywords. Just I'm letting you can literally copy this exactly what I'm doing if this is your niche, or you can see what I've kind of done to create this. But I've created pretty much a bulletproof way of getting leads in this niche. And what I would do is I would be able to go ahead and outreach to these people. So what I use Apollo for is to find the businesses. And you can see I've got this little red button up here that says export to CSV. Now this plugin is actually linked to the tool called Findymail. And Findymail is the website that I use, or the tool that I use to find the actual email addresses. So Apollo is to find the businesses, and then Findymail is to find the actual businesses, the business emails to use. And the reason that I don't get the emails from Apollo is because typically speaking, they're just not very good quality, and Findymail tends to be a lot better. However, that's just one of the approaches where we use Apollo with Findymail. The other approach is there's a tool called Export Apollo, and I don't know if this goes against Apollo's terms and conditions, so this isn't an official recommendation. I'm just telling you what tech stack we're using right now. But essentially what we do is, instead of paying for an Apollo account, I was paying $97 before, and again, I was using it just to find business owners. What I'm doing now is actually using Export Apollo, and what it does is essentially you come up here, you buy these credits. So you buy scraping credits to allow you to scrape Apollo. And then what it does is you upload a list. So you upload the list, you'll go in here and you'll grab this link, for example. And then on Apollo, you'll pop in the link like that, okay? And then you would write an example. So I'm gonna write like home security. I would usually make this way more detailed, but just for the sake of this video, I'm just going to say like home security and automation. And what I do is I select how many people I'm after. So I'm just going to type 100. And then essentially what it's going to do is it's going to use the credits. I've already purchased credits. You can see I have almost 10,000 credits here. I've already got the credits. It's going to use the credits to go ahead and scrape Apollo for me. And it'll provide the email accounts if I ask. If it says here, scrape only available emails. So if I select yes, then it will give me the Apollos from Apollo, it will grab me the emails from Apollo, and it will ignore anybody that doesn't have an email address. You can also have verification set up. I don't use this myself, but you can use verification. And there's a couple different settings that you can kind of turn on here, but I'm just going to go ahead and turn on these ones for the sake of this video. So scrape only available emails, company name cleaning, and extra data. And then I'm going to click scrape. And then what it's going to do now is it's going to go ahead and it's going to scrape Apollo. And it usually takes around 10-15 minutes or so, but it will provide me basically a downloadable CSV folder or a Google Sheets document that allows me to, basically have all of the leads that I've asked for. So I'll give you a quick example. I've actually got another example here in my history of HVAC. So if I go ahead and I click this little download button, it will open up a Google Sheets. And then what we have here is essentially all of the names and email addresses of the people to reach out to, scraped from Apollo, with all of the data that we need. So there are phone numbers here, domain names, Facebook accounts, LinkedIn, addresses. If I wanted to send them some posts, I could do that, direct mail. Some information about the businesses that I could potentially use in AI line writing. Also got their titles, so the type of business, the director, commercial director, owner, etc. There's a whole bunch of information here. So what I can do is I can use this to, again, scrape Apollo at a really cost-effective rate. So I don't need to buy an Apollo account. You can just set up this search with the free account and then send it to Export Apollo. Export Apollo will scrape everything, give you the CSV, and then you can use the FIA CSV, and that's your lead generation sorted. So that is the cheapest way. The other method that we use as well is data miners. So what we do is we find people on Upwork, and you can pay them anywhere between 10 cents to 30 cents. But if you're sending at scale, if you're sending 10K emails, that's going to get really expensive. So in that scenario, that's why I'm telling you to use this approach instead, because it's going to be cheaper than getting data miners. There may be a little bit more work your side, but if you're doing 10K emails or anywhere near that amount, I mean, we're tracked for 7.2K this month, so not quite 10K, but everything that I'm showing you is scalable. You can do 7K, 10K, you can do 14, you can do 28K, like you can, as long as you've got the leads, I'm going to show you exactly how to do it, okay? So that's how you grab the leads. Apollo, export Apollo, Findymail, and then now and again, if you need to, you can use data miners, but again, it will work out more expensive when you're doing scale. So what is the infrastructure that we use exactly? What we do is we grab the leads, as I said, from Apollo, from Findymail. By the way, I forgot to mention this before, but the reason I use Findymail for finding email addresses primarily is because they naturally do the verification for it instinctively, like naturally. So you don't need to pay for an additional verification tool. We used to use Neverbounce, but now because of Findymail, we don't do that. What I am going to be doing, I'm not using it right now, but I will be using Instantly's verification for the emails that come from Export Apollo. So for these emails, I will use Instantly's email verification just to make sure that they are good. But as I said, usually when we're using Findymail, I don't need any external verification tools because it's covered directly in Findymail. I hope that makes sense, okay? So in terms of the infrastructure that we use a tool called Maildoso, and Maildoso is just like Google Workspace in terms of setting up your mailboxes, except it's much, much cheaper and it's designed for cold email. So in terms of getting banned, Maildoso isn't going to block your account, and they're actually going to do everything that they can to protect your account because it's made for us. It's made for people doing cold email. It is the best way to do cold email in terms of the infrastructure of the mailboxes. It's the best platform to use, okay? So in terms of Maildoso, the pricing, just to give you an idea, the way they charge is every 3 months, so it's pretty much every quarter, and it's $99 per every 3 months. So if you split that up, we do 99 divided by 3 months is $33 per month, and $33 for 12 mailboxes. On Google Workspace, you're paying 12 times 6. It's around $6 a month, so it would have been $72 a month. Whereas for here, we're doing $33 a month. So it's a very, very, very big difference. If you need more email accounts, then you can always use, get a bigger package. But for most of you right now, the small package is going to be enough. That will be enough for you to do 7,200 emails. And if you need more, you can always get 2 small packages. So that will be 14,400 emails. And if you need even more than that, then you can do the starter package, growth package, etc. Obviously, it does get more expensive. But, I mean, let's face it, if you're paying $33, this is basically $33 a month for 12 mailboxes, and it also includes the free domains, which is pretty crazy. Really, really massive savings going on there using Maildoso instead of Google. So you can use Maildoso, and that will help you a lot. By the way, I'm going to put this, I mentioned it before, I'm going to put this document down in the description below. If you end up using this and you sign up, these are affiliate links. I'm just going to be transparent with you guys. You can look at it yourself, you can Google it, and you can do that. If you want, I've never offered this before, but if you want me to go over your email campaign, all you got to do is sign up with at least 1 or 2 of these tools. Message me, just say that you signed up with my link, and I'll reach out with you, and I will go over your cold email scripts. So if you've got a cold email campaign, you can send it over to me. and I'll go over your initial campaign for you, just for a thank you for using my affiliate links. Okay, I don't really care if you do, but if you want me to review your script, do that and I can help you out. Okay, so what you got to do is, as I said, if you sign up for Maildoso, Instantly, Pitchlane, I'm going to talk about in a second, or Findymail, just reach out, let me know. Reach out on Facebook, let me know, and I can go over your cold email scripts for you and give you some feedback and help you rewrite them. Okay, one-time offer, never doing this again. So we've got Maildoso, really recommend it for your infrastructure, the best approach, and again, we use it ourselves. Next is Instantly. So most of you would have known about Instantly already. Primarily we use it for outreach, but you can also use it for verification as well. And yeah, Instantly is just a really great email sending tool. I don't know what's going on right now. My my Google Chrome was just kind of bugging out for a second. But yeah, we use Instantly for sending emails. I've got all of the mailboxes from Maildoso set up on Instantly, and that just sends out everything automatically, really simple. I'm not going to talk too much about Instantly because most of you know what it is, but essentially it's an email sending tool. I've got the slightly more expensive version, so I've got this account, paying $97 a month, so it's this one here, the Hypergrowth. Unlimited email accounts, unlimited warm-up. I basically just get everything up here and we send a bunch of emails and it works really well. So we got the Hypergrowth paired with Maildoso in terms of our sending infrastructure. Okay, now a couple other tools that you guys might not know about. So in terms of doing emails, we do two approaches. We do text-based emails, which is just as it is, it's just text, and we also do automated video outbound outreach. The way that works is we use two platforms. We use Pitchlane and we use Vinna. I don't have an affiliate for Vinna, by the way, but I wanted to include it because it's a low-cost method. Pitchlane's a little bit more expensive. They're both really good. You can kind of use them, figure out which one works best for you. I honestly don't have a proper preference yet. It's too early for me to be able to say. But essentially what it does is you upload, it's kind of got a really good kind of demo here, an example of what's going on, but essentially you record a video. I'm going to get out of that because it's a bit crazy in my eyes. You record a video, basically like a little VSL pitching somebody, and then you upload it, and then what these platforms do, either Pitchlane or Vinna, it will grab your video, it will take a video scrolling the lead's website, their landing page, and it'll put those videos together. And what this does is it creates the illusion that you are on their website recording them a custom video, whereas you just had an automated video. So instead of doing, recording an individual loom for every person that you reach out to, you record a video one time, you upload it to the campaign, and it automatically makes it look like you've been on their website, which is really cool, really good for customization. And by doing that, you don't need to have any personalized lines or anything like that. It is a bit expensive to kind of do this, but that's just because of the technology. It's not cheap, but it's really good way to send emails at scale with some form of customization in the form of a video. And quite frankly, I don't even really want to tell you about these tools because of how well they work, and because of, just really good. So, but it's my gift to you. So use Pitchlane, use Vinna, because they're really good. If you're just doing text-based outreach, then you don't need those. You can just use this tech stack, and that will be enough for you. But if you want to spice things up and include a video, then go ahead and look into Pitchlane or Vinna. Again, Vinna is cheaper, Pitchlane is more expensive, and there are some restrictions with Pitchlane, so you have to kind of pick and choose and see what works best for you with your budget and everything else that you have in mind. But that's it. All you got to do is set up this tech stack, really simple, and you'll be able to send pretty much an unlimited amount of cold email. And the only limitation will be which Maildoso account you have and how many leads you're able to find in your market. As long as you're able to get a good lead source coming in, which you will have from here, just use this and you'll be fine, then you'll be okay. Really simple, okay? One more time, if you want me to go over your emails, just use this. I'll put this document in the description below. Sign up with one of the affiliates, reach out to me on Facebook, let me know, and I'll go over your campaigns for you free of charge. just to kind of help you out and say thank you. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I hope you found this one valuable. If you are an agency that's looking for a more consistent and predictable flow of sales for your agency, click the first link in the description below. It will give you a little introduction about who I am, how I could potentially help you, work with you one-on-one to set up an infrastructure like this, basically copy and paste directly into your agency to help you book more meetings. If you want that, click the link. If not, it's totally fine. Click the subscribe button instead. I upload these videos twice a week to help you for free. I hope you've found this one valuable. If you've got any questions, leave them in the comments below, and I'll see you again next week with a new video.